I wear a butler's outfit. But the truth is, as the defense claims, I am a girl.
What? You didn't have to change your voice. It was already kind of... It was already... What? You take your shirt off? Oh! What? The... Where did
that hair?
A girl.
A girl? A beautiful girl. She's so... I must adjust. Pull my hair back. I'm ready. What?
A girl?
There is a girl?
In my courtroom? No.
The hair. I mean, honestly, he could have said... She could have said she was a girl and I would have been like, okay, that's... It's anime.
Order.
You look like a lady.
Order in the court.
Didn't have to change anything about her.
Jean Grau, are you declaring to this court that you are, in fact, female?
Yeah.
Yes. But everyone in town was under the impression that you are a boy.
Because you said you were.
Beep, 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 beep.
Great, now she is going to be a robot witch.
Did you hear that?
She is a robot witch.
The butler's a girl.
Freaking predicted a robot witch.
Doesn't that make him, her a maid?
What? Sounds like...
I knew there was something suspicious about him. I mean, her.
Sounds a little sexist going on in this town.
You know what, right? Think about it. All that alchemy, mighty suspicious, huh? Little bit of powder, little bit of pill, dong, gone. Gender swap.
Little bit of powder.
Just listen to them. Listen to the wild gossip and accusations. Alchemists pursue knowledge of the rules that govern nature. But to the townspeople, alchemy is no different to magic. And magic. Had they known I was a girl, they would have taken me for a witch.
Which I am.
That's what Master Belduke was worried about. He told me it would be safer to pretend to be a boy. In other words, you disclose that you're a female, but deny you're a witch? I would have thought that was obvious.
Burn. Speaking of burn.
Once her gender came into question, she wouldn't have been able to conceal it. That's why she's made this public now. It was the most rational choice for her. Inquisitor Barnham, may I ask you one question? Has all the evidence in this Golden Gentleman case already been presented? Why do you ask? As it stands, you do not have a single piece of evidence proving that I am a witch.
It's true.
Given the lack of pertinent evidence against me, I would like to be permitted to return to my duties. Humph. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum? It has been proven that the two gems were swapped. However, it may have also have been possible for the accused to have done so.
Objection!
Maya had no reason to swap the gems.
Barnum have a scar right there.
His eyebrow. That's his eyebrow. It just curves down like that.
Huh.
This is the place of judgment. There is no need for us to understand the reasons behind a criminal's actions. Motive is totally irrelevant in cases.
Yeah, we don't need motive.
Huh? After all, those whom we judge are otherworldly creatures. They are witches. It is impossible for a human being to understand the reasoning of a witch.
Okay, Woo! Danger!
At this rate, Maya will be... Barnum still thinks Maya is a witch. We made it this far, and yet it feels like we're back at stage 1.
Farewell, Medwa.
It seems there are no more rational arguments against me. Now, if you will kindly excuse me. I don't have much on Grey Earl.
Shutting down.
Should I just let her go?
No. Continue. Ask about another case. Ask about Belduke.
There's nothing else I can follow up on regarding the professor's case.
Ask about another case.
So what can I do?
There's
only one other option. Miss Grau, I have to ask you to remain at the witness stand.
I called it.
Is there something else you wish to ask?
Yep.
Your testimony is not over yet. There's still something you need to tell us about. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid I cannot help you. I have told you all I could about this incident.
Yeah, true.
I don't care about this incident. I'm afraid you got the wrong idea, Miss Grau. Beep boop.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Your Honor, what this witness need to testify about is not the professor's unfortunate incident, but rather the incident from 3 months ago, namely Sir Belduke's death.
Yep.
As she was present in the building at the time, working as a live-in butler, she needs to testify about the events of that day.
It's amazing that no one asked her before.
About Sir Belduke's death? The fact that one of the magic gems was swapped leads me to a single conclusion. Both crimes, the murder of Sir Belduke and the transmutation of the professor, were the work of the same witch. The truth behind the alchemist's death may also hold the answer to this case. Humph. What is your opinion on this, Inquisitor Barnum? I'll allow you to have your way this time, Sir Blue Knight. The Inquisition has no objections. Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum, it seems you have lost that unyielding attitude, so admired by the townspeople.
Oh, more burns.
Here you are now, letting a novice defender lead you by the nose. It is hard to believe you have been known as the unwavering sword of justice for your usually cool-headed judgment. You know little about me, witness. Do you think I care about defending my name? It is this town that I wish to defend. Sir Belduke's murder is the only case to have remained unsolved for so long. Jean Grau, you shall now testify about it.
Oh man, I really want to hear about this old case. I'm curious. We have the paper sheets, which are obviously going to be important. Oh my god, intensity. Oh, not intensity.
Intensity intensifies.
Yeah. Well, Grail's like, I'll testify. Sure. Don't give two shits about you guys.
As demanded by both the defense and Inquisition, the witness will testify about Sir Belduke's death, an entirely different trial. Any questions? I don't have any. Why should I? No, my lord. I must, however, mention one more thing before we begin. If it cannot be proven that Jean Grau is a witch, as claimed by the defense, the court will irrevocably consider Maya Fey to be the witch responsible for both crimes.
Poor Maya. Must be
Is
hard
that understood?
for her. Must be hard for her to be so quiet.
You have no choice, Sir Blue Knight. If you don't want the trial to end right now, ready your sword and face the challenge that awaits. But the opponent is a real witch. It's a gamble that puts Maya's life at stake.
Nick? Nick?
Mom?
Huh?
What?
God?
Oh, Maya.
No witch is gonna outwit you in court. You're an ace attorney after all.
Maya, they're gonna kill you if you keep talking.
Yeah.
So, let's do it.
Right now?
Not.
Right now? I don't think this is the time. I mean, honestly, I would love to, but no, not right. No. The defense accept the conditions. Let's proceed with the trial. Humph. 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 Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin. We shall start with a brief summary of the incident. About 3 months ago, in the dead of night, Sir Belduke, the alchemist, was murdered.
Dead, huh? But poor Edgeworth.
The crime took place in his study. Just as with this incident, the room had been locked from the inside. The victim was found still seated in the chair at his desk, so we can assume he was attacked while working. There were very clear strangulation marks visible on his neck.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's something trickling down from his mouth. Is that blood?
Or chocolate.
Or is it tasty syrup? Yes, most likely. The victim probably bit his tongue as he was struggling with his assailant. Suspicious. And you said earlier that some white powder was spilled all over the floor, correct? Hence we expected to find the killer's footprints. However, There were none. Unless they just spilled it on their way out.
That's true.
The killer must have somehow approached the victim without stepping on the floor. After murdering Sir Belduke, the killer left the room without opening the door.
Which we know now because of the portal.
Undoubtedly, the crime must have been committed with the use of witchcraft.
The judge forgot about the case.
The body
clearly.
was discovered the following morning by the butler, Miss Grau. The body was found by Grau, huh?
Huh.
Convenient.
Huh. Convenient living there and all.
Thank you, Inquisitor Barnum. The court illustrated sketches will be added to the evidence.
Can you imagine, like, being the illustrator and you're like, hey, come draw.
Yeah.
No, I think like they had it ahead of time, so they're like, come draw
Yeah.
this dead body. Come just draw the body for us. And you're like sitting there,
All right.
smelling the blood, looking at the creepiness, and they're like, sit here with the robot butler, walking around while you just draw this body.
The Professor Layton movie? I have not seen that, actually.
I saw some of the movie, some screenshots. It looks funny.
Tell us about the events spanning the night of the crime, from the evening beforehand until you discovered the body.
We would like to watch the movie completely though, because I did think it looked kind of cool.
At around 1 o'clock at night, I excused myself and left Master Belduke in his study. When I called him for breakfast in the morning, he did not respond. The door to his study was locked. A neighbor had come for a visit just then, so we forced the door open together.
Okay.
All the potions and other concoctions from the study have been confiscated. I wonder if they're being properly stored.
Okay.
Potions and concoctions were confiscated. The victim was an alchemist, after all. We were hoping the items confiscated from his study could provide some clues. If not, hopefully they would get us really just wacky. Just totally.
Totally wacky.
Besides, such things might not fall into the wrong hands. It may not be standard practice, but it was deemed necessary. The confiscated goods are stored in our secret vault that I've forgotten where it is.
It's so secret.
The only person with access to them is the High Inquisitor, Lady Darklaw.
Okay. Who we trust completely.
Complicitly.
We implicitly trust her.
It has caused me great difficulty, as I have not been able to put Master's research materials in order as a result. The confiscated items shall be returned as soon as Sir Belduke's murder is resolved. I shall be looking forward to that. Defense, you may begin the interrogation.
They do puzzles in the movie? Like from the game? That sounds awesome.
Night of the crime. At around 1 o'clock at night, I excused myself and left Master Belduke in his study. I'm gonna press all the things.
Press that robot!
Press all the things! So you saw him alive at 1 a.m., is that correct? Yes. Master had a habit of conducting his experiments at night, so it was the usual time for me to finish my work. Weren't you helping him with those experiments?
Of which you are one.
He would sometimes have some errands for me, but alchemists generally keep their experiments a secret. That's why I would always excuse myself at that time, unless Master had some other tasks for me. And that night there was no more work for you? That's correct. I wished Master a good night as I shut the door behind me and then heard him lock the key. There was nothing unusual about him, at least nothing I noticed. When I called him for breakfast in the morning, he did not respond.
Yeah, press.
And what time was that? Master would always take his breakfast at 9 a.m., so it was around that time. So you didn't have the key to Sir Belduke's study, is that correct? Yes, there's only one key to that room, and Master always kept it with him. Master's research was a very delicate matter, you see. We had to take strict measures to prevent outsiders from entering that room.
Okay.
Occasionally, delinquents would try to make off with one or the other of Master's medicaments.
Medicaments?
Medicaments.
Medicaments?
Thieves stealing from an alchemist? I can't tell if that's incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. Probably the latter.
Medicaments?
Medicaments. That's why the door to that room is made from thick oak wood. I wouldn't have been able to force the door open on my own, not without tapping into reserve robot power.
That's not using my magic.
She couldn't have entered the room before that, then. Unless she used Godor. A neighbor had come for a visit just then, so we forced the door open together.
Hold it!
Who?
What neighbor?
Wait, you mean you broke the door? The only key to that room was in Sir Belduke's pocket. The only way to enter the room was to break the door open.
Logical.
And you managed that with the help of a neighbor who came to visit. Yes, I wasn't a social visit, mind you. He came as a patient.
Oh.
A patient? Can you tell me more about him?
Objection!
The victim's neighbor is irrelevant. He has nothing to do with this case.
Barnum, whoa, you're defensive there.
I think you're pushing it this time. A witness is hardly irrelevant.
What?
What's got him so shaken? Looks as if he just had a rush of blood to the head. Was it him? Was he a patient?
It's possible.
Master Belduke had been making very potent medicines, among other things. We would get people coming from the town at all hours of the day or night asking for them.
What would Barnum want?
And yet, in return for all the help Master offered, people would gossip about him dabbling in witchcraft. So you broke the door together with a neighbor? Yes. When I explained the situation to him, he brought over an axe. Then he proceeded to attack the door with great force, smashing it into splinters. I see. By the way, about that neighbor...
I also thought Viagra and thought that was funny.
It's time for Emir's grand entrance. Did you miss me, guys?
Is it Amir? Is he the neighbor? Are you kidding me? That might make sense why Barnum would hate him because he doesn't like Amir.
Could it be that it was you who... Where is you looking, old man? I'm right here.
Why is Birdley there too?
Who I am. I'm the alchemist's neighbour and a witness in that case too.
Amir.
Passion for justice seething within. Amir is always at the crime scene.
Objection.
Yeah.
You're the guy from earlier, right? Oh, that's me! Amir is the name. How you been, Bluey? It's not long. Did you forget all of me
It was
already?
like 5 minutes ago, buddy.
You're really the alchemist's neighbor? Seriously? Another right freaky coincidence, eh? But yeah, his house is next to mine.
I wished it was Barnum. I wish it was Barnum. Needed something for his dog or something, but nope.
Ridiculed earlier, Amir returns, drinking like a king he never ever learned.
The parrot is really rocking out.
That's why I tried to stop you from asking about the neighbor.
Hate Amir.
Huh? Oh, so cold, Inquisitor Barnum. Unable to hold his steady cold gaze, Amir drinks fast, as if in a daze.
Oh my god, these two together are insufferable.
And the musician standing next to you. Oh yeah, that's my private bard.
Oh yeah,
Birdley.
that's
You're
right.
my musical genius.
I forgot.
Hold on. Oh dearie, dearie me. Oh dearie me.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Well, no use shutting the stable door after the horse is bolted. Let us move on. Witness, since you're already here, you may as well add your testimony.
Are you okay?
Testify about what you witnessed on the morning after the crime. So much for a single witness.
Yep.
You can count on me! Yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh. Yeah! Oh yeah! It dawned on me then! The witch casts familiar, just like in this case!
Press him! Oh no?
Yeah, I'll go back. Neighbor came.
Okay.
Can you tell me what caused that sudden realization? Sure thing! When the Inquisitors came round, I went to have a little peek at the crime scene. That's when I heard them all talking about it. I was surprised, because they must have come to the same conclusion as me. Crikey, they can do their job, them Inquisitors, I thought. It had to be Familia. So he was eavesdropping. If I happen to see that Familia user, I'll arrest them myself. Gulp, 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 gulp. Witness, you are testifying in court. Can you not restrain yourself a bit? What's that? Don't you see I gotta have this to keep my spirits up? It's the most potent medicine.
Oh my god.
'Tis a drink a mere lives to savor with an intoxicating scent. Flavor.
Whoa.
Anyway, this is a waste of time. I should be looking for decisive contradictions.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, okay. All the potions and other concoctions from the study have been confiscated. I wonder if they're being properly stored.
Hold it!
Those items were confiscated 3 months ago. You still haven't gotten them back? No, not a single thing. Even though many of those were personal items with no relevance to the crime.
Like what?
Now that I think about it, the room did look pretty empty. As I said, the victim was an alchemist, and among his possessions were some very dangerous concoctions. But he did produce medicines to aid sick townspeople as well, to give him his due. Indeed, alchemy is highly beneficial to the townspeople, even if they fail to notice it. It may be beneficial, but it also inspires fear. People fear what they do not understand. At any rate, I cannot return the items to you until Sir Belduke's case is solved. That is what High Inquisitor Darklaw has decided. And the confiscated goods are being kept in a secret vault by the Knights of the Inquisition? Even the Inquisitors cannot freely enter that vault. It is strictly supervised.
Strictly supervised. Huh. Man, they're all freaking suspicious, but okay. What do we need to do here?
That's all they have to say, huh? I really didn't expect him to appear, but maybe I should be used to it by now. Mr. Wright, sorry to interrupt your train of thought. I'm wondering if it was just me, but I've been thinking about Mr. Amir's testimony. I think what he said is a little strange, isn't it? How can I put it? It's pretty obviously contradictory. He was so keen to testify. Maybe we should give him some attention and point those contradictions out.
Sounds
good. What a good idea, Luke.
What a good idea, Luke. I won't look at you while I say that. What a good idea, Luke.
Let's see. So.
They want us to talk to Amir. Alright. Okay, and we pressed him and nothing happened with this?
Nothing happened when we pressed him. We need to present something.
Well, we know that they didn't cast Familia. So present that. It says it's fake right on that.
That's true.
Hold it!
Oh shoot. I pressed instead of presenting.
Well, you have to...
Alright, skip through.
Uh-huh. So much.
Okay, alright.
So much chatting.
So much talking.
Man, okay. Get back to the spot that actually matters.
His potent medicament. Jeezy, crazy.
Okay. Okay.
So I think you're right.
Yeah, he's gotta present that to him.
Present
Present.
The Familia Magic Gem is a fake.
Yeah, and he's saying just like this case, so present it.
Objection!
Make him realize it's fake so that he knows.
There is something you don't seem to understand here, Mr. Amir. The Familia Gem in this Witch's Scepter is a fake. The gem is useless.
Useless!
Just like the buffoon's testimony. Huh? Therefore, your testimony doesn't hold water or float in it. Just like anything else he says. Psh.
Psh. Whoa! Psh. Barnum.
What? Ignored and scorned without credibility, will majestic Amir now show humility?
Nope.
What? A fake? You should have listened to the trial more carefully.
Huh.
Now that has been dealt with. Inquisitor Barnum. Wrong voice. Now that has been dealt with. Inquisitor Barnum. This witch's scepter was not discovered at the crime scene when Sir Belduke was murdered. Is that correct? Indeed. We deduce that Familia must have been used. However...
Objection!
But that Familia Magic Gem was a fake. That much has been demonstrated today. What's more, as we've learned from Cracker the Parrot's testimony...
Cracker the Parrot.
The witch used the spell Go Door. The fact that there's a green wall at the crime scene corroborates that.
Objection!
That wall may well not have been painted green 3 months ago. And besides, no one could have passed through a portal so small.
Huh.
To be honest, I've started wondering, were Sir Layton and Sir Belduke's murders actually committed by the same witch?
Objection!
Oh god, if you're playing the drinking game, this is gonna kill you.
Your Honor, I'd like to remind you that was the Inquisition's claim.
Uh-huh. True. Rub it in
He's
his
right,
face.
though. It's gonna be the same culprit in both cases. And at the very least, it's possible that the witch used the spell Godor to commit Sir Belduke's murder. Whoa, what? What? In that case, I will ask the defense to show us proof. Do you have proof that the witch could have used Godor to kill Sir Belduke? I want to look at...
What are our info? What's our info? Well, there's the green thing behind his picture right there still.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, get up there. Perfect. Oh!
Can I present that? Can I present just these?
Take that!
Maybe they'll
I think just that.
they'll ask you to point it out, probably.
I'd like you to take a look at these.
Yeah.
Aren't those the court illustrator's sketches? As you can see from this sketch, the victim was seated at his desk when he was murdered. And what can you see right behind the victim? A small landscape painting.
Barnum's so mad.
Thank you, Inquisitor. But there's one more point of note. Look closely at the painting. Do you notice anything behind it?
Dun dun dun.
Oh, I see it. I see it. Yes, the wall behind it had already been painted green. Which means the witch could have used the portal spell there 3 months ago.
Correct.
Objection!
One moment, my lord. Consider how small the portal would have been. Could a witch have passed through it? I think not.
Objection!
Objection, but her arms could have.
Of course, the witch would not be able to go right through it. However,
Yeah.
if you look at the distance between the portal and the victim,
Yeah.
you'll notice that the victim, Sir Belduke, was sitting just an arm's length from where the portal would have
Yep.
been.
Pretty sneaky.
Oh. The witch did not have to enter the room at all. All she had to do was reach through with her arms in order to strangle Sir Belduke, who was sitting right under the painting.
Pretty strong. She just reached through in the back and strangle him like that, though, huh?